Hey guys, it's Hurley again. So I just missed first place here in this Muskie Topping comp the other day. I actually had the lead when I ended my run, but Radial here got an almost perfect fish to take the top spot after all was said and done. So congrats to Radial on a really great catch there. But I had a real buzzer beater finish with this just a crazy lucky catch right at the end here that I wanted to show you, and also just wanted to show the spots and the lures I used in case it's helpful for anyone. But if you're not familiar with this one, the goal is to catch some form of muskie that's closest to about 13.2 pounds, and that's basically going to be either a common clear muskie or just a common regular muskie. But the clear seems to be better at getting the closest, and you also have to use a top order lure. But I started off using the Zeus with the Thunder Spin reel instead of the usual Kraken, just so I can get a slower recovery, which is good for those top order lures. And this Patriot Walker is usually the go-to lure for this one, so I started with that, but I ended up making some changes later on. And so I started off here at this bottom spot, and you just want to cast out past these weeds so you can pull the walker back along them. And I actually got a pretty quick bite here and got the trophy out right away, which of course doesn't help all that much since it was twice the size I needed. But then I just wasn't catching any more common on the Patriot after that, so I finally changed over to a Jolly Walker, which I usually don't use in this comp, but I gave it a try. And finally that seemed to be the one that got the common clear to spawn in. And it was a couple pounds away, but at least I knew this might be the better way to go. And after that I just wasn't able to pull anything else out, so I moved up to that second spot there across the lake on the other side of the beach. And here again you just want to cast out about 100 or 125 feet so you can pull the lure back toward you along those weeds and grass. And I still was using the Jolly Walker, which came through again and got me another common clear, which was a little closer to the target. But again, I wasn't able to get anything else useful here, so I moved to that last spot I usually use, and I just walk all the way around the back of this part of the lake, and I go up to the tall grass here, just to the spot where you can see into the corner where those big muskies always hang out. And this is usually a great spot for the regular muskies, but sometimes you can get fairly close to the target weight on those too. And I did catch one common that didn't get me any closer though. So finally, with just a few minutes to go, I moved back to the first spot, and I'm just hoping another common clear is ready to spawn in there, so I've got my Jolly Walker back on. But after a few casts, I'm just coming up empty, and I throw one last one out with less than a minute to go, and it's just my last chance of the game. And of course, here it comes, waiting for the last possible minute. I get a bite, but I've barely got enough time to reel it in, so I've just max dragged it and powered it, and finally pull it out with only a couple seconds to spare, and it's almost perfect, just a fraction of a pound off. So it was looking pretty good there, but in the end I did get knocked down a spot to second. But I'll definitely take it, and it was a fun finish at least, and made this comp pretty interesting. But anyway, there you have it, and as always, I really appreciate you guys checking this out, and I'll see you next time.